name of the topic is rituals are intentionally made to control the people. FPH Senior Spoken English Batch B. They will tell on the topic rituals are intentionally made to control the people. You give your introduction one by one and then tell.
Good evening everyone. Myself Srijita Ghosh from Senior Spoken English Batch Section B. So today I will share my opinion on the topic that rituals are intentionally made to control people. Yes, I totally agree with this topic. So let me share my opinion on this topic. At first, what is ritual? Actually, rituals are some logical restrictions which were made considering the shared environment. In ancient India, there was no scientific explanation of anything, and India was not as modern as it is today. So there were many obstructions doing everyone. So the leaders of the society or leaders of the people made some logical restrictions. Those restrictions were some logical explanation behind it. So people just started following those restrictions and eventually it converted into rituals. Actually rituals are just nothing but just to save you from some obstruction while doing your work. In ancient era, those people had some good intention to create those restrictions. But nowadays, we are just totally following those rituals blindly without knowing what does it mean. We are just thinking that maybe if we don't follow this ritual, Almighty or by Almighty or anyhow, we will get hurt in our daily work or daily life. So we are just getting scared of the rituals and thinking that it will affect our daily life. But actually it is nothing like that. Nowadays India has become very modern and everything has a scientific explanation behind it. We have many new scientific devices and our daily life has become very much easy. So it is of no use listening to those rituals and maintaining that totally blindly, because nowadays those logical restriction has become totally illogical, because the surrounding of India has changed a lot throughout this time. And nowadays also people are just trying to scare us by name of rituals, and they are just profiting themselves. They are making profit out of it, scaring us and making totally fooling us, telling that maybe you will get hurt or something bad will happen to you, but actually nothing like that ritual means. So hence to conclude I would like to say everything has a scientific explanation. Before doing something totally blindly, we should just know what does it actually mean. So that's how rituals are just intentionally made to control people, either with good intention or with bad intention. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. Myself Sucharita Pal. So, Sir has already given us the topic that rituals are intentionally made to control the people. So it is quite right. Most of the rituals are logicless, but some of them have scientific logic behind it. So let me clear it by giving some examples. In the time of solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, our elder ones in our family always tells us to cover our food and tell us to not to eat any food in that time, because in that time there appear so many viruses and bacteria in the atmosphere. If we take food in that time, it can harm us and it can get into our body and harm us. So it is totally scientific. It has totally scientific reason behind it that we can accept that we should not eat in the time of lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, and also on some specific days our mother tells us should not wash our hair like Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But it has no scientific reason behind it because in the ancient time, on the specific days, there were so much low providence of water. But now we have technology, so why should we maintain it? We should stay hygienic, and also we should wash our hair every day. And also about the sindoor, ancient time, the white skin diseases were common in the women, so they used to wear sindoor in that time. But now it is there, so there is no logic to wear sindoor because it contains very much chemicals in it, so it can harm us. That's all.
Good evening, everyone. I am Ankit Das from Senior Spoken English Batch. Today I am going to talk about a very common Indian ritual, and you must have seen this so many times. Elders around us always say, "Do not sweep after the sunset." No, you should not use broom after the sunset. So the logic behind this, they say, Lakshmi goes away. Lakshmi, who is the goddess of wealth, goes out. And they always say this same thing. Let's look at the scientific reason behind it. This age-old ritual is since from that time when there was no electricity. And on that time, people generally used to sleep after the sunset, and they generally used to work in the sunlight, which is the real way of living. When there was no electricity, people sleep after the sunset, and on that time it was too much difficult to do anything because there was no light. After the sunset, they told us a lot of things that you should not do, and one of them I am going to share with you. Do not sweep after the sunset, and in behind this they say, if you sweep your house in the night time, maybe some precious thing, whatever it may be, earring, gold, jewelry, diamond, it may be swept out from your house if you sweep in the night time, because there is no electricity. Each and every corner of your room is dark, so there are chances that your precious things may be swept out. And still we are following this ritual without knowing its real reason. And nowadays it's nothing but it's just a superstition.
Good evening, everyone. I am Rajchandru. I am a senior spoken student in MPH. For those who have been born and brought up in the Indian household, are accountable to the Indian superstition and rituals. Many of them sound meaningless and taboo to us, but most of them have scientific reason behind it. Some examples like hanging lemon and chili in the entrance of the house. We have been following Nimbu Mirchi ritual to avoid the evil spirit and negative energy. But there is a scientific reason behind it. Lemon and chili are used as natural pesticides, and both have insecticidal properties which keep insects away from the house. So it is the method to protect our house from insects entering. Another is eating curd with sugar before heading out. Remember how before any examination or test or any interview, our mothers come with a small bowl of curd with sugar. It is the underlying motive of mother's belief is that the curd with sugar will bring fortune and good luck for that day. But in the earlier time, important works required long journeys, and our atmospheric condition of our India is humid and hot. So small bowl of curd with sugar would keep our stomach full, and also the sugar has glucose, which provides us the required energy to go throughout the day.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bishanta Devnath. Hello. Good evening, everyone. I am Bishanta Devnath. I am a student of Senior Spoken English batch, and I agree with your opinion. And I want to tell a ritual called fasting during prayer. In the past time, Brahmins were used to told people that if you are fasting during prayer, God will pleased by you and grant wishes, and it give you good luck. But it's not true, because the truth is, when you are fasting, your prayer season, your stomach will empty, and empty stomach is not good for your health. But any other muscles, our stomach also a muscle, and every muscle like stomach also need some rest and recovery. For that, they told us to do that. But if you take a heavy meal and praying to God, in that time your digestion power increase, and then your body become drowsy and you will become sleepy as well. But nowadays people are more educated, so they drink some coffee or tea before the prayer. So they bring some energy in their body. But some people are manipulating others by spreading wrong information. So that's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Shreya Dash from Senior Spoken English batch. So I also agree with this topic. It's true that some rituals have been intentionally crafted to control people, particularly in certain cultural, religion or political context. Political rituals such as state-sponsored ceremonies can also be employed to foster adherence to a particular political leader, thereby exerting control over citizens. And also some rituals within institutions like school, college or some workplaces can also be held to instill the obedience and conformity among the participants. So in each of these cases, rituals as serve as mechanism of social control or to control the people. That's it.
So from that discussion we come to the conclusion that rituals are really made to control the people. Either it may be for good reason or bad reason. But nowadays it is being misused by some commercial people and political persons. That's all.